What do you think? Should bride price be abolished in Nigeria? Should it be removed? Make we
Bride
comot am.
price. Sorry.
Go on.
Do you know why I'm laughing?
Yeah.
Why is it called then bride price?
Well,
It's because the question seems very irrelevant because we are Africans, Nigerians. I don't think there's any culture where no they pay bride price. The bride price is actually the marriage. No?
yeah.
You don't ever see person carry wife without bride price. Why is it then that if couples wants to divorce, if the wife doesn't like the husband, she returns his bride price or something?
Okay.
I
What if
think
the
in
man
all,
does not like the woman?
I don't know about that. They don't return. But seriously, on a very serious note, there is no culture where you know they pay bride price at all.
Well, I don't think the white people pay bride price.
We are talking about the white people. Are we white people? We are Africans.
The Africans. Well, you know.
And because okay, wait, you are Igbo, right?
Yes.
I'm from the north, of course.
Yeah.
In the north, we practice most of us. In fact, even people that don't practice Islam, in their culture and their tradition, they pay bride price. The only thing we say, maybe the bride price not go there for money. You understand? They might pay bride price with any other thing, not money. Maybe some with food, maybe valuables or something.
Right.
I don't know.
Okay, let me. Since you believe that in Africa it's not a valid question, but should exorbitant bride price, like expensive bride price, should it be removed in Nigeria? Should we, make some
Well, I
concession?
lived with the Igbos mostly, but I think when I people, sorry, I laugh too much.
It's okay. Just express yourself.
Exorbitant bride price should be abolished
Okay.
because you're not selling your child, please.
Okay.
She's just going to another man's house, like to practice marriage, right?
Okay.
And she's still your child. Me, paying too much money for bride price, like, makes the feeling like it makes me feel like you want to sell off your child, and that's why some people, some men, some wicked men that marries women with too much money feels they own that woman because they feel like I've paid you off. I don't know if you
I
understand.
understand what you're saying.
But bride price can never be abolished. See, in Islam, bride price is marriage, you know.
Marriage.
You can't get married without it. In other cultures, I'm very sure. That's why I'm very sure everybody agrees with me. In Africa, even when we practice the westernized marriage, that is the white wedding we call, they must do traditional wedding.
Yeah.
And that traditional wedding is the most important because of that bride price. So I beg.
So it's too symbolic. It's
It's
something that shouldn't.
That's the
be
most
tampered
important
with.
thing in marriage, bride
Right,
price.
yeah.
You can't get, okay, wait, you can't carry woman, you don't pay bride price. Where is the marriage like?
Yeah. I've seen,
Does it make sense?
where you're coming from, it doesn't make sense to Africans. Well, I've seen expensive bride price like that go up to $1 million, maybe in the south.
But I said earlier that it should be abolished. You can
How
bride
much are
price
you from?
from the northern part of
Which
Nigeria.
part of the north?
Nasarawa State.
Nasarawa State. How much, like, where you're indigenous? How much is like the bride price? What's it like?
Now, you know, I am a Muslim. I practice Islam. Even in Islam, there's nothing like you're not supposed to pay. In fact, I think there's this rate every year that we review. Like most of our imams, they review for bride prices, because even in our scriptures and our books, there's where they said little money keeps the marriage good, something like that. You understand? We are not encouraged to pay too much money for bride price, but that bride price must be there. We call it sadaki in house. It's very, very important.
Right.
It's very, very important. You cannot.
So you shouldn't be tampered with.
Without bride price, you just live with two man for house now.
So without bride price, there's no marriage.
No marriage.
Or you guys are bad from her.
Because our prophet said there's some instances that when our prophet wants to give her, like, want to join conjugal bliss or marriage, he asks for bride price. If there's no money, he will say you bring something as little as something. You must drop something as a bride price. That should show you the importance of
symbolic.
Yes. So I beg, and I'm very sure it's not only in Islam or in the north. When are Igbo people everywhere. So it's a very important one, honestly. It's very important. Yeah.
So you're saying that it shouldn't be removed? Is that symbolic?
Cannot be. My opinion doesn't even matter. It cannot be abolished.
All right.
It can't.